It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone, but ultimately cannot get this out. Yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Hey, what's here? Hey, please. 52 blaster.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. On play action, they'll throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Green. Hey, green. Watch it, stick. Long red.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He completes that to Garrett Wilson, finding room in midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mahomes' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion. Now
it's Mahomes again. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Chiefs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Hey, Grant!
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That ball complete to Isabella. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Go, let's get that touch.
Ready. 560. Ultra, ultra. Check you.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Desmond Ridder keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Following a good run by Cook. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force going down over there. He can now hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Then 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown. Drake London, 32 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Mahomes will throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Yellow, go.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Black. And cycle.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Williams. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, move. Hey, green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On the move past the 40. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He's got Smith here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now make it 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Don't ultra. Don't peek. Hey.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Drop. 17. Smash.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Striker. 3. Right. 97. Ready.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Go. 38. Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
They go up up the middle with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Like 60. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Here's Mostert. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the set. Go to the rail. Hey, go Fury.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Desmond Ridder with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mahomes. Going right back to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more, eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Drake London, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Yellow, go. Blue, strike. Red, cycle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. They've got his man complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the lead out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mahomes. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Mahomes. And
This is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So, for the Chargers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off again.